Hello everyone, Savary here, and in this episode we're going to talk about privacy. Right now, more than ever, it's important that you make sure your privacy game is up to date, and we're going to go over this article from Windscribe. No face, no case here. So I'm going to go ahead and through this article and explain what the new things are, and this specific one is about fingerprinting. So fingerprinting basically, you guys know about cookies, where basically when you sign into a website they say, "Would you like the cookies?" And everybody knows about it now. They know that's how you get tracked, and companies will show you ads based on websites you visited and things you're into. But because most people are now saying reject cookies, and there are more awareness about cookies, what happens is we have the concept of fingerprinting. You even have browsers like Brave that goes like really against the cookie thing. Like it cracks down on it, and you if you use a browser like that, you don't even get asked that. Braves interrupts that question for you and just gets rid of it. So I don't work for Braves. I don't work for Windscribe. They don't pay me, but those are good companies, and they help you with privacy. So I think I just use them as examples. So fingerprinting, basically what it is when you load a website, you leave a trail of very specific things, especially if you are very unique individuals, like you use a collection of extensions. Maybe you use extensions to check your grammar, and you use extension for dark mode, you use extension to change colors on your website, you use extensions to translate things for you. And over time, you establish a pattern. Your screen resolution mixed with the um, plugins, the extensions you have, the fonts you have on your computer, your GPU, the time zone and system language, all of those, when they combine, they say, this is Johnny right there. Like, this is Johnny. We know Johnny uses this GPU. We know he has this fonts and plugins. There's only one guy across the earth that uses all these things in combination. It has to be Johnny. So when they want to track you now, they don't have to use the cookies. They just have to read that information that your browser leaves behind, and they know it. Now, why does your browser even know all this information? When you sign into a website, how do you think they know you speak English? It's because your system language is already telling the browser that. How do they know you speak Spanish? It's because the browser is telling them. Every one of those things are loaded when you load into a website, so they use these. Now, as they say, you put those together, this is Johnny. So so how do we avoid this? And this is going to be very important for you to do if you really care about privacy. I don't know if Windscribe has this feature for free, because I have the paid version of Windscribe, and again, they don't pay me, okay? But in their extension, there is a mode where you can enable the feature that gets rid of fingerprinting. Let me show you here, for example. If I go to my Windscribe settings, under privacy, you'll see anti-fingerprinting. So right now, it's still experimental, but once you switch that on, what Windscribe does is it masks those for you, and it's harder to detect you with that fingerprinting method. So that's that. The Windscribe extension, it's very useful. You can get discounts for Windscribe things, like look for holidays, Black Fridays and stuff like that. They always have little discounts, so you get those discounts and pay like yearly. If you can afford it, do it, because your privacy right now is one of the biggest assets you have. You know how it is out there. So they advertise it for free. I don't know if the fingerprinting option uh, is actually free. I don't know how that works, but if you care about privacy, um, do mind your fingerprinting, because don't go on the internet, use incognito, and think, oh yeah, I'm anonymous. You're not. They can tell it's you. Well, I use incognito though. No, all of those things put together is basically saying this is Johnny and we have him. So I'll try to do more of these tech talks, and yeah. So this is the new way to track you. See you on the next one.